Hi, I'm Jill, and today I'd like to take you through a multifaceted and multi-dimensional attunement of Reiki. I myself have been meditating for quite a few years, and it has been my pleasure and honor to get involved with Reiki and be able to get the attunements I need and pass them on to you so that we can feel at peace and healed. So for this attunement today, what we can do is, first of all, if you can sit in a comfortable position with your feet placed firmly on the ground, or stand up, be comfortable. Take a few great big deep breaths as you watch this video. Imagine yourself breathing in light. Imagine yourself breathing in color. You can become the colors that are before you on the screen. And now we're going to go into a deep, deep grounding to make ourselves strong and stable. We have our feet planted very firmly on the ground. Let's think of energy, pure light energy, coming up through the top of our head, spiraling down, down through all of our energy systems in our body, through our head, neck, shoulders, heart, stomach, spiraling down into our knees and feet, and moving far, far into the earth, down to the center of the earth, where we release any kind of negative energy. And all of this negative energy that we might have accumulated through stress is released into the earth and becomes positive energy, which comes right back up through our feet, slowly spirals upwards. The many colors that you see before you, upwards towards your knees, towards your hips, your stomach. Let's move this energy up towards your heart, your throat, head, and up into your crown. Now this is the Reiki flow of energy which moves through your chakra systems. The flow of energy basically will go down through your head, over your stomach area, past the front of your knees. Imagine it as a big egg. It starts surrounding you. This should be your intestinal area, your stomach. This area is about sexuality, happiness, orange color. Now, we imagine a big orange light in the center of our stomach. So if you take your hand and place it somewhere just over your stomach, you may be able to feel, actually, if you practice like this for a while, when your energy is flowing in a clockwise position, that area will feel peaceful. So you can take your hand and move it clockwise over these areas. As I mentioned them, I would recommend 9 times. Rotation of 9. Excuse me. Slowly move over to the next chakra, which would be yellow. Yellow is our chakra that is associated with power. This is our parent center. Sometimes we may be a little bit off if we are too authoritarian or not authoritarian enough. So what we can do is take our hand over that chakra also, rotate it 9 times slowly in a clockwise manner. And after a while you should be able to feel your chakra lightening and brightening, getting larger. Perhaps as the sun. Remember, it's all energy. This energy is inside of you. It is also outside of you in your aura. Ourselves in the area of the heart, which is green chakra. When we think of green, we think about things like nature, health, healing. You may also experience this particular area as has a pink color. Nothing wrong with that. Chakras are not necessarily the same color as stated. You know, they may contain many colors in a chakra. I've done, you know, some chakra work, and I've noticed in some people a great deal of purple, even emanating in their knees. We don't get up to purple till we're in the crown chakra, but your chakras may contain different colors, and that's perfectly good. Everybody's an individual. We need to think outside of the box. You know, you are not a box. You are an individual human being, beautiful human being, composed of all types of energy, colors that emanate from you, colors in your aura, chakras. So what we can do is practice visualizing these colors. So this is the very reason I made a really colorful presentation for doing this attunement process. So again, what we can do is spin our heart in a clockwise position 9 times. Slowly. You may consider something or someone you love at this point. You may consider sending this energy out, making it into a huge ball that first of all fills the inside of your body, and moves out from your body and starts to move out to the universe. Energy resonates this way. This is metaphysics. This is actual, the way energy works. Just like what you see on the screen, it resonates, it moves in waves. So imagine your waves of love at this point moving out to encompass your room, your city, your state, the earth, far out into the universe. And as you do this, you may want to visualize also, since we're talking about love, is the universal source of this thing we call love, which, as you can imagine, may be your particular guardian angels, or Jesus, or Buddha, or Muhammad, or God. So in order to get in touch with all of these entities, so as we're on this subject, what we can think about is who loves us. Okay, for this attunement, I have asked my particular spirit guardian goes by the name of Alia. I'll tell you a little secret. It doesn't matter what you call your personal guardian, your spirit guide, whatever you want to call this protective thing that helps you out. It doesn't matter. See, the thing of it is, it's all energy, and this energy can be heard by these energy beings when they are being called. So I could call my spirit guardian Jeff, and Alia wouldn't care. But anyway, so for this attunement, I think it's always good to have what you would call your higher power source beings, guardians, angels, that type of thing. You know, as many as you want to have involved. Maybe the ascended masters, leaders that have gone before us that we admire and like. I would say, for myself, it would be like Jesus and Buddha and Gandhi, my grandmother, the guardian angel Michael, and the guardian angels Raphael, Sandalphon, Metatron, and I've asked them all to come into the room to help out with this attunement today. So you call on your source beings who you prefer to call on, and the thing is to acknowledge them. And what I like to do, what I think works well, is to communicate, is to actually, say hello to them. Hello. Good to see you here, and I'm really glad that you're with us today and assisting us with this whole process. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to welcome out company into your room. Okay, maybe you want to walk around a little bit with them, or converse a little. I'll give you a little bit of time with that, as long as we're on the heart chakra, and that's a connecting chakra. And then I'll be back at about 30 minutes. to the throat chakra. We've been talking to them for a while. We're feeling more attuned and peaceful about the whole thing within our throat chakra, which is, of course, about our speech, our expression. These two things like waves. Think of energy as waves of music, waves of light. These things resonate throughout the universe. They meld just as the colors that you see before you start to meld. You can think of them as streams of music, or bubbles of music if you prefer, all transparent and reflective and opaque and every different color and shape that you can imagine, all particle waves kind of floating throughout the universe and connecting with what we would call the source, our higher selves, the universal one, God. So these ascended masters and angels and spirit guides are all helping us to connect with this universal one that we can visualize by kind of looking at what's going on in the screen in front of you with all the colors and shapes and bubbles. So now we're moving up a little bit higher into the third eye chakra, which is going to be a blue purple. This is our visualization. It's located just above the eyes, right in the middle of the eyebrows. And probably for most people, you know, visualization can be a little bit difficult. We may not remember our dreams. Taught how to see with our eyes so much that we forget to see with what is called our third eye, and that is all about intuition and listening to our higher mind, or this universal mind. It is an eye that sees things clearly, feels things clearly. As I said, it's very intuitive. These things can be really kind of difficult to describe, but it's that eye that tells you, yes, this is that peace where I feel oneness. It is the good thing to do, you know. It is the correct way of seeing things. The Chinese will say that we also have a heart in our stomachs, and I kind of agree with that. You know, I feel that this is connected. Everything's connected. So we also get a feeling in our gut when it's you know, the proper thing, and I think that's very much connected to what you call the third eye. And so another thing that I put into this visualization are some images that will perhaps remind you of an eye shape opening. And kind of the funny thing about it is that, you know, I've been working with kaleidoscopes for quite a while, and I've noticed and I've heard that in physics, the thing about a black hole, you know, this void of nothingness, which you would think would be just complete darkness. At the very center, there's this spin of energy, this spin of light. So out of the very, very center, the little tiny atom, comes this little spin of light that emanates. And so that's present throughout the universe. It's one of those little interesting factoids that I found out personally, you know, just by putting even kaleidoscopes together, that yeah, that's true. And an interesting thing to see how these waves and particles work in reality and in energy and in our own being. So this is something for your third eye to consider, and I hope by now that you have your eyes closed for a few moments. And what we can also do here is do our 9 times rotation clockwise, and imagine this third eye opening as we're doing that. So that we're opening up to any kind of messages from our higher power, God, universal source that helps us to connect to and see things clearly. So I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. And as we're doing this, of course, you know, you can keep watching the video and keep watching the colors move around. Watch the light emanating from the sunbeam. Particles floating, and think that this is what I am. You know, it's really pretty amazing. You know, if you think about energy and how we must look on the inside, if we're composed of 70% water and these atoms of energy, make yourself a construct of how you really look inside in terms of energy. And you know, that's a very interesting question to ask yourself. It's really a beautiful thing, you know, to be able to visualize that in this society where we're kind of taught that, you know, we kind of pick ourselves apart, and you know, we people we're kind of negative icky looking beings, but you know, that's not actually the case in terms of energy and, you know, what we really are, what everything really is. So I hope you find that kind of a third eye opening thought. So from here we can go on up through the third eye, and I hope you replay this at future times and kind of keep looking at the colors in front of you and keep thinking about these things. You know, if you want to save this and replay it. So of course, now this energy spirals up over the top highest form of thought, the universal consciousness, being able to connect with these things out in the universe. It's a highly developed intuition and clear seeing, clear hearing, clear speaking, the clarity, the peace, that oneness. My favorite word of, I would say this past half year has been namaste, and I don't know if you're familiar with that, but namaste, actually, what that refers to is that it's this when you are one with the universe in love, light, truth, and peace, and when I am one with the universe in love and light and truth and peace, then we are one with that universal consciousness, and we are divine. And I find that really a nice approach to things and situations, people. We're all particle waves floating around. We're all like these big bubbles floating around and moving energy, and that's what we really are at the core. So now, for this attunement, what's going on here is we're getting towards the end, and we can think of this energy moving back down our throat, heart, hips, knees, feet, back up around the spine in circles, as I said, sort of in an egg shape, enveloping you. And before we end here, I want you to seal in the energy, ground yourself once more, move your energy far, far into the earth, take up energy from the earth, and in a final adieu, I would like you to put your hands together in a prayer position. Say thank you to all the guardians and ascended masters helping us along today. And in this way, we're going to seal in that good energy so that we can have a nice, strong, good position to work from for this coming week. So I bid you adieu, and namaste.